Rudy Gay's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And McLemore subbed in for Curry. To the inside. Stolen by Gay. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And McLemore now atop the key. And the rejection by Ezeli.
And the shots.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the road.
And the first half is now in the books. The Warriors on top. They finish off the second quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Andre Iguodala with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could. And boy, was he throwing it down hard.
Yes, sir. He has had too many uncontested runs to the hoop. But even if a defender's gotten there, it's been posterized time.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Andre Iguodala with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
On the floor for Sacramento. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. Quincy Acy out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the point. The Kings trail by 4.
And I think it's fair to say last season was a bit of a transition year for the Kings. I mean, after firing Malone and the injuries to their stars, they just tried to build for the future, realizing that it was going to be in their best interest.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Curry from deep three-point range. Good D by Rondo.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Warriors leading by 6. Outside Curry. Launches it. Cannot hit. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That is his first foul of the game. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Quincy Acy. And it's Rondo penetrating. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
it's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
And McLemore kicks to Cousins. There's a good screen. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Brandon Rush is checked in for Harrison Barnes. The Warriors leading. On its way from Curry for 2. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Curry with another miss.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's
look at that.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey, he's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
The Kings have shot 6 of 7 at the line. And that one falls for Cauley Stein. And some changes here for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Bogut. And Ian Clark subbed in for Curry. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Thompson dishes to Green. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. And here's Gay outside. Sacramento again missing.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Rondo kicks to McLemore for the lead. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Spates checked in for the Warriors. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Bellinelli. It's rebounded by Livingston. Livingston's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Well, the Sacramento Kings weren't exactly road toughened last season, but they did have Clark some impressive stints.
Yeah, they were excellent in terms of scoring the ball. No problem at all putting up points. The road defense was a different story. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah,
Perhaps.
but hey. Hey, he's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have. And as you mentioned with the Kings, they did shoot well on the road, top 10 in the NBA in terms of road field goal percentage, and they actually shot threes better away from home as well. So the real question for them was on the defensive side of the ball.
The Kings were only 11-30 on the road last season, guys, and being a bottom 5 defense on the road in the NBA is part of the reason for that.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barbosa's checked in. And a change for the Kings. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Casper.
He had such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Koufos. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Koufos has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
14 feet away, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Warriors on top. They lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. And it's Curry in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Rondo is doubled. Back to Cousins. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Yeah, that's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
It's Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
It's stolen by Bogut. Down low. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Warriors leading by 4. And Curry, here we go. Some nice passing by Golden State. No good from Bogut.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
It's Curry outside. And that one's good.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Inside. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher. There's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage. And how about they don't waste any time matching that throwdown with one of their own.
A show of their determination right there.
Well, I think that tells you a little something about them as a team, guys. I mean, they don't just want to beat you. They want to beat you down and beat you at your own game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Inside. And he dumps it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Rondo with the steal. That's good, and the Warrior leaders cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Cousins.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Feeds to Gay, and he misses the go-ahead basket. And stolen by Cousins. And the dunk by AC.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Barnes. Darren Collison, he's checked in for Sacramento. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them the lead.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
Kings have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the 4th quarter. Really getting it done. He kicks it to Cousins to take the lead. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter.
Well, he actually did a nice job there reading how that shot was going to come off the rim perfectly. I mean, that can make up for any height disadvantage.
To the middle. Cut!
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Collison against Curry. Pass